I'm Tina Keys. I'm the mediator here at Florida Divorce Coaching and Mediation. And the idea behind this virtual consult is to give you some more information on the services that I can provide and how I can help you if you've already filed for divorce or if you have attorneys on retainer and are looking for a mediator to help you try to reach some resolution and potentially submit agreements to the court. So, in the first scenario where perhaps one of you has filed, but you don't have attorneys yet. Uh, at that point, you've likely been asked to go mediate by the court, or perhaps you yourselves have decided, you know what, we want to try mediation first and see if we can maybe come to agreements on our own without having to ask the judge on, his or her perspective on our case. So, in that situation, we are doing what's called pro se mediation, which means that the two of you don't have attorneys on retainer and you're just meeting with me 2-on-1. In those situations, usually we meet on Zoom. We meet for 1 to 3 hours. It kind of depends on the situation. So let's say you've already filed and you're looking to resolve a parenting plan or you're looking to try to come to financial agreements. Usually, what I would recommend is to book like a 2 hour session to start so that we can figure out. What we're able to resolve in that time frame. Hopefully everything, hopefully something, hopefully not nothing, right? And then we'll see from there if it makes sense to schedule another session to continue on in mediation, or if at that point we're going to report back to the court the outcome of the mediation. If you want to get more pricing on that option, you can click the button on this page and get more information on that sent to your email. Then, kind of the other side of this is if you already have attorneys on retainer and you're looking for a mediator to help you work through your agreements with your attorneys present. So, in those situations, usually we book between 2 to 4 hours. Again, I can send you an email with the details on how to book those sessions. And generally, I will keep you in separate virtual rooms with your respective attorney and go back and forth to try to see if we can come to agreement on either the parenting plan, the financials. And again, if we want to schedule a second session after the first one, we can always do that. But the idea is to see what progress we can make in that initial session, especially if you were, court ordered to go to mediation. That is obviously a requirement to proceed forward to the next step. If you want to get more information on the pricing for that, please, feel free to click the button on this page and I will email you information on that. And then kind of the final piece of this is collaborative mediation. That's a little bit different. It's not just collaborative, meaning like, we get along or we want to get along. It's more the actual collaborative divorce framework. In that set of circumstances, you would each have a collaborative divorce attorney, and then I would act as a mediator to help you reach agreements. So, in those situations, I generally do recommend that we have first a live consultation and talk through your specific set of circumstances so I can understand if you've already hired lawyers, if you need referrals to attorneys, if the collaborative divorce process is truly what it is that you are looking for or what you think it is. It really is just helpful to have that kind of face-to-face conversation or at least on the phone. And so if you want more information on that, I'll be happy to email it over as well. But in that email, I will probably be asking you to go ahead and set up a consultation with me face-to-face so that I can make sure that you're getting into the correct framework for what it is that your goals are. Outside of that, I'm always happy to speak with you, live. Obviously, I have a booking engine on Calendly that you can use to set up a live consultation. But I do these virtual ones to give people an opportunity to really understand what it is that I offer. And, sometimes maybe you're searching in the middle of the night or, you can't sleep, or maybe you just can't find a time that works for your schedule. And so it's just easier to do it this way to make sure that you have some information rather than just, kind of being stuck with nothing. So again, please click the link that asks for your email and your information, and then I'll be happy to send over pricing as well as more details on the actual structure of what I do. Thanks for taking the time, and I hope to work with you in the future.